question for you. Do you feel that if somebody has committed a crime and went to jail for this crime and they redeemed themselves, that they should get a lesser sentence or even pardon from the death penalty? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today to persuade you that no, a person who commits a crime should stay their whole sentence in jail or even stay on death row. For example, Tookie Stanley Williams. He was the co-founder of the Crips. He murdered 4 people in 1979 and was said to, after spending 25 years in jail, he was said to be society ready. Somebody who commits murder in cold blood can never be society ready, no matter how many books they've written, no matter how many times they have apologized to the victims. Because taking heed, do the victims have time to redeem themselves? Can the victims say, oh, maybe I shouldn't have been in this place at this time? No, they cannot, because they are dead. So what makes him different than the victims? What makes him be able to have a second chance when the victims cannot? Stanley was said to be a man that, after spending so many years in jail, he wrote several books. He was nominated 4 times for a Nobel Peace Prize for the books that he wrote. He was nominated 4 times for a Nobel Literature Prize. But still, just because a person who sits in jail and redeem themselves does not make them society ready. It all could have been a big charade, a show, just so he could get a lesser sentence, just so he could get off of death row. Just taking heed the victim's family. Would they have justice if somebody gets a lesser sentence? No, they will not have justice. To resolve this solution would to be not to have a person sit in jail for 25 years. If all the evidence is there for that person, and it points to that person, yes, this person committed a crime, you have the weapons, you have the eyewitness, 5 years should be enough time for them to carry out a death sentence or to give that person life in prison. They shouldn't have a person sitting in jail for 25 years so they could redeem themselves. He was in jail for 25 years writing books, making money. They did a movie. He got proceeds from the movie. Even though he might have sent it to his family members, or he might have sent it to the projects of the gangs, but he was still in jail making money. You could say he was free, but he was just confined in a cell. But he was free because he was basically doing whatever he wants to. I'm just here to ask y'all to think about it. Maybe we could sign a petition and give it to the governor to put in heed that once a person is convicted, don't let them sit in jail for over 5 years. Because once they sit in jail for over 5 years, of course they're going to become a new person. Of course they're going to have redeemed themselves. Because what else can they do when sitting in jail? But read, but redeem themselves, but say sorry over and over. But can a person really be that sorry? If you committed murder in cold blood, could you ever be sorry? No. Would you ever be society ready? No. So I'm asking you to sign this petition for me so we can get the governor to understand that a person who commits a crime should stay in jail their whole sentence, or should also be put to death if they committed a murder. They should not sit in jail for 25 years. They should not be able to get pardoned from death row. They just need to carry out their sentence and take heed to what they did. Now, here is a interview with Stanley Tookie Williams a week before he was sentenced to death.
Hello, Stanley Williams.
Now, put in mind, he had everybody rallying for him. He had Al Sharpton,
Thank you for joining
Jesse
us.
Jackson,
I know you
Snoop Doggy
don't have
Dogg,
much time,
Jamie
so I
Foxx,
want to
all the
ask
black
why
activists.
you
He
are
had rallied against him
petitioning
saying
the
he was
governor for
innocent.
executive clemency.
He was not innocent. They had a eyewitness that put him in a place of where he was at. One of the victims that survived put his face there. But he claimed he was innocent. He claimed he didn't do it. He claimed he is society ready. But in 2005, the governor did not pardon him. The governor carried out his death sentence like he should. But it's other people on death row that is trying to do the same thing as Tookie Stanley Williams. And they are trying to get pardoned from the death row. So in order for us to not let a person who commit a crime go back on the street, we need to sign this petition to let the governor know, no, if they committed a crime, they need to stay in jail. Thank y'all. Have a nice night.